Just blow a bit of dust off. I've made 3 drawers so far, as I said, but I just want to show you something here. I worked out all my distances and all that, because what has to go on to the front here is a front. Then you have your little latches like this, so you probably see the little holes here, okay, and plus over here. Now I am going to stain that same as that, because it's looking quite nice, believe you me. I'm glad I've done that. Not that I'm a believer of stain. I like the natural look of wood, but in this case it's alright. Anyway, just going astray. But how I work out the distances, okay, how I check my distances are correct, is I cut all my fronts that I've worked out the measurement to be. And this is a very critical part of any build, to check. Make sure you got it all right. Right. Now what we do is measure that gap in between there, and then we divide it by all the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges. And they've all got to be evenly spaced. If I've got my calculations right, I should be just a little fraction over a mil spacing, because I've already measured this with the verniers, and there's 7 mil. So 1 mil divided by 6 spacings, okay, and that's on top of 1 mil on top of there. So you're probably looking at 1.2, and with my calculations, or 1.1 whatever, 1.5 or something, and with my calculations I am spot on. So to achieve this, you've got to have good enough gear to work accurately. My thicknesser works within thous virtually. I can get it to that size. But trouble is with wood, all depends on the moisture content in the air and all that, it does change. But yeah, we can go with a little bit of say a gap of 1 mil. I'll just go and get you something that I can make sure there's no dust or anything on them. I can get it out. So I do each one individually, so I'll start with the bottom and then work my way up. When I come to the top is a different story, but we won't go there. You have to figure that one out yourself. So I can, if I had enough of these spaces, I could do it all the way down, but to show you guys how I can get it right. Let's see if see if I've got some more. Just what I've got exactly the right amount. It goes in there. In the story. In the story. Bloopers. That was started on the bottom and worked my way up. By the way, these spaces are only half a mil, but I wanted to show you the proven for it. I know I have to double up and so forth and whatever. We'll start with the bottom and we'll go up. And it tells you that I've got a gap up above. But you can see the spacing is nice, it's regular and it's very nice. It'll never, if I've had those other two spaces, we could find out what our distance is here. I think it's about 4.5 mil. Well, I don't know if you can see that reading, but if you read the bottom one there, at a glance, if you read the bottom row, look at the 0, those who can't read verniers, and you count the strokes, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So there you are. So I know perfectly that is going to be spaced perfectly once I put make those 1 mil. So it'll be fairly close to the top there when I finish. To prove that, I will go ahead and make up some more spaces to prove that thing. Then I'll show you again. How about that? Okay, all the fronts are varnished. There's one thing I've got to try before I start banging all this together, putting screws in, mounting onto the drawers. This is very important. So we'll have a look at that first. Okay people, we've got the drawer fronts all varnished, stone varnished, and looking all right. Now we've got a few problems. Well, there could be problems. Now what we've got to find out is with me putting stain on these edges, that edge there too, that edge, both edges, okay, both edges, on both sides, does that cause a difference in the gap going up here? Well, you don't wander about and just bung draw fronts on, best to check. So let's do it. 1, 2. I think I'll be pretty happy with that, but now I've checked it and I know that, okay, we can get past that and do that. Now the other trick is, how in the heck am I going to put all these fronts on as I go up the list? I do this one, then I do the next one. I'll show you what I mean. Put those all out. Right, we can put the first one on quite easy. Bang, bang. Beautiful. Screw them in. We'll screw it on the front. Nice and level, at the right height, what we want, and then when we pull that out, it's on there. The next one we put in. Can we manage to do that? Can we go in and manage to screw in behind there? I might have to stand on a block below because it's getting pretty high here. Can I manage to screw on it? I'm sure I can. Put that on there, so forth, with your spacers. Okay. Yep, I can. Then it comes a little bit of an issue. It may come a little bit of an issue. So we'll take these out, because we've finished, we've put those in. Oh no, we can't do that. We put the next one in. Hang on, we've got this around wrong. Let's place the one in there. Can we put this one in? You might have picked up on the muffler anyway. Can I get in there? Yeah, maybe I can. Which is pretty a good thing that I can get the third one. And then we'll put the next one in. Can I get through there to put the back on? No chance of me. No. So, what can I do? Well, I thought about it, and I spent a bit of time about this, and then if I take these two out here, because remember I've got the third front on, and this one here, okay, I can easily get in there now, can't I? Screw that one. I'll screw that cover front, I'll show you. Front cover on. Get on there, screw it in, bang, 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 bang. Get in there nicely. Move over here. Get in there. I only have to get 2 screws in there. Perfectly mounted where I want it. So I got the last one. What am I going to do? Well, I've got to mount it, don't I? Well, I have exactly the same thing. Don't have the base in. Turn it around. Put it up there. Hide her in. Put the front on. With your spacers. I need 4 hands here, but you get the idea. Then I can come up underneath here and screw. I've just solved the problem. Do you understand what I mean? There's always a way to do things, and this is how they get them so accurate and so nice. Right. And of course you may remember that I did not glue all these up. The reason is so I can get it apart. They do all these things. But eventually, I feel like I can. I might put a bit of super glue on them or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. So I thought that I'll show you. That's probably the secret of making a good job or a bad job. You know, most of the time you put a front on a drawer when you're made up, and it can be like this, it can be like that, or it can be something stupid as over that side or something like this. This way, it is perfect, and you've got no worries. And of course, with me checking it out, make sure I haven't got too much stain, varnish on these edges. They're not sitting proud one side there. We get a pretty even gap on top, and plus we get a gap because as you put a layer of varnish on, or stain and varnish on, you build up the thickness of a piece of wood. So over that distance, I would say it had 1/2 mil on, but I'm not going to worry about it because there's a 1/2 mil gap up here, which is fine by me. It's fine by me because gravity, you know, and I know it will eventually, that'll wear down a little bit and the gap will even out. Last but not least, right, as I promised you, up in the back section, we'll locate the screws first. Could have done it before. See the flashing light here? That's my go, no go button. I haven't put a pilot hole in. If you put a pilot hole in, it can cause the drill, can cause the screw not to line up properly and can move the wood. So I'm screwing it straight in. It's only a 6 gauge screw, so it should go pretty well in. Actually only just using 2 fingers to get it that tight. I have to move your position, otherwise you have it back of my head again, you know what happens there. Make it in. The sun's reflecting. I'll disappear up here. Locate the screwdriver. Okay, well, it's turned out okay. Bit of a problem with those last 2 screws. Not as young and strong as I used to be, but at least I've got a little hole made. It was locating hole, and it was accurate. What number is this? I've got a number on this, number 4. So there's number 4 there. There's number 5, hopefully, yeah. Another beauty done.